Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together. Welcome back to the stage, Scott Gibson! Right, we're back. Did we get a wee break? Is everybody drinking? Is everybody bevving? I'm no drinking today. No, I'm just on the lines today. Can you keep it up when I'm on the side or that? I mean, I'm getting him to smack fuck it all the day, man. So I'm Red Stripe Loyal, the only pub outside. Yes. Only bar outside of Kingston, Jamaica that still sells Red Stripe. Yes, in here. Anybody not drinking? Anyone not drinking today? Anyone? Yes, you're not drinking, big man. You're off because you're just off it. Right? Are you told if you have a fucking drink, the locks are getting changed? You cunt. Are you bad on the? Are you on the? No, just with a. Just too much for the. Just a shandy for me, man. Good, you're on call, big fella? What are we on call for? Okay, slow that one down again, right? Try English. I thought that was a spell you put on me there. Tankers, metal tankers, like trucks. Why? If he moves, whistle, right? If he... Hey, tankers. So they'll call you and somebody will be like, I've just seen a tanker. And you're like, I'm on my fucking way. You fix tankers? You deliver fuel, so a mobile petrol station for tankers. Because tankers can't go into petrol stations. Aye, they can. But you turn up to... Is something going to do? Is this like a service you provide for the trucking industry? Aye. What lay by you in? Flash your lights, aye. I'm in the soft top usual. Flash your lights. God bless you, my son. Good. Right, so I probably should start by telling you how I've found God, and then we'll go from there, and then you can tell me how you found God, and we'll, as this day should be. This is an odd show today. This I'm not going to lie, right? Fully transparent, behind the wizard's sleeve. This is because I have not done a gig since January because what happened was, as most of you know, my best pal died. And then after that I went, life isn't funny anymore. And then I get married. And then I went, fucking life's never not funny anymore. Will I ever laugh again? But we're going on holiday in 2 weeks and I need spending money, so we're fucking... Pick your sad face up and tell some jokes, you fat cunt! Because we're off to fucking Rhodes. Yes, we are. On an all-inclusive bender where I'm going to fucking eat them out of house and home. I don't want to go to Greece. It's all-inclusive. Keep talking. 3 restaurants, 2 buffets. Keep talking. You had me at buffet. Although the worrying thing is, I am now what I think is called a blended family. I think that's what it's called, where I have a stepdaughter and my missus cut my cock and balls off. So I think that's what I've blended. She keeps it in a small purse at the side of the table. I have to ask for it. I've got to write it out. Please, may I have my cock back on Tuesday? She's like, no. What do you need that for? I don't know. I thought maybe just drag it about your chin for 10 minutes or something. No. But we're going on holiday, and this is the first time that I'm going on holiday as like a family. Do you know what I mean? Because I've never been a family before. Odd place to cheer, but fair enough. Okay. And then so we're sitting at the computer like a family. Do you mean all around going, where do you want to go? And I went, that name about you two cunts. I want to go somewhere myself. You just fuck off to Greece. I'll stay here with the dogs. Have a better laugh. Cover myself in peanut butter and fucking let the two of them go at me. See what happens. So she's going through stuff, and she's like, right, so we just need one room, right? There's a sofa bed that the Wayne can go in. And she went like, and there's no sex, so don't get any ideas. And I went, I beg your fucking pardon. Well, we're on the one room, and I'm going, well, we could get creative. And then she said, well, I'm not shagging in a toilet. And I thought, that wasn't even my first option. My first option was 2 litres of Calpol for the Wayne. That was my first option. She'll not remember any holiday. Just full of thoughts. Remember that big fucking log flume you went in? I don't remember fuck all. That's because you were out your tights and fucking Calpol, you cunt. You're more tied to the veranda for 7 days. I just come up to the room and throw a bucket of water in and refuel. Change my ankle socks. I got married, and here's the other problem with doing this, right? And I will joke about my wife, but she's incredible, right? And if any of you have seen a picture of her, I don't know how I've got her either, right? I don't know either. Does it get money? Not a fucking penny, man. Live in my overdraft. What's that cock he's got on him? Nothing either. It's like 3 bars. There's nothing there. It's a helmet, 2 pair of balls. That's it. 2 pair of balls. I've not got 4 balls. My cock looks like a snail has left his house and it's just the shell back and then put a pair of hairy balls on it. You like what you like, do you know what I mean? But I've never been happier than I am now. And the worrying thing about being happy is that it does not lead to humour. Do you know what I mean? Because comedy comes from pain and despair. So because I'm now happy, I'm like, everything's great. There's nothing to moan about. But then you start to think about what's happening in life. You know, with the elections coming up, and you're going, oh, the stuff they're talking about, they should be asking the big questions in life. Like, when the fuck did Asda get rid of all the Down syndrome greeters? Why did that happen? That's when the country fell apart. People are on the telly going, it's Brexit, it was fucking lockdown. It was when Asda got rid of all the Downies. It used to have an air of despair going into a shop. You didn't even know if they were working or not. You'd get them your trolley and there's a cunt in a fucking 9XL green polo shirt. Welcome to Asda. You're like, did he solve a riddle? What's happening here? That's how shoplifting's gone through the roof. They took all the Downies off the front door. Would you go and steal a meal deal if there's a fucking 36-stone maniac going to rugby tackle you? Got a fucking 40-inch neck on the cunt. Welcome to Asda. I didn't know they'd done an 8XL. They kind of about 60 badges all down there going, is that kills? Is that a badge per kill? And then they disappeared. Where did the Downies go? Where did the Downies go? I don't give a fuck about Farage. Where's the Downies? Was there a recall? What happened? You don't see them. You don't see them since COVID. You used to see them all the time. One popped up in Victoria's Secrets. Brilliant. You found a half-decent Downie with tits. Good for you. Where's the real Downies, eh? Walking about with 65-year-old parents and a fucking twinkle in his eye. Where are they ones? Recalled. Somebody came out of behind a fucking iceberg. All the Downy greeters just ripping their ass, the polo shirts up. That's how the fucking planet's heating up. They used to absorb heat for the sun. They're like walking solar panels. That's a bit much to open with. That's a bit strong. Move the Downy bit to the middle. That's a bit much to start with. What happened? Where did they go? Like, you used to see them all the time. Albinos as well. What happened to them? When was the last time you saw an albino? 92, 93? I used to go to school with an albino. Real one, red eyes, set fire to a car. Real albinos. Just gone. Where are they? Underground? I don't know. What do they know that we don't? I get stuck in Asda with one once. A downy, no an albino, a real. Thing is, for the back, I look a bit downy, right? I've got that kind of build in me, right? That kind of 10%, do you know what I mean? Like my mom smoked when she was pregnant, that kind of, hello. Picking up Tupperware. I was going to buy Tupperware for sandwiches for my lunch. And he's walking with a cage. And then he just looked and then just came down as if he was drawn to me. What you did? I went, oh. Where's your handler? What's happening? No. I am not one of you. Don't let the broad shoulders confuse you. What you did? I went, I'm buying a box. What for? Sandwiches. Can I have sandwiches? Tuna. And he put his finger in my mouth and went, no. What? So I took him home with me. I took him up the road. Took him home and loved him. I got married, right? And I didn't think I was going to get married for a long time because and I know it's all that you haven't met the right person, and I never believed all that bullshit, right? Because Scottish women are fucking mental. But then one came out and went, "What's up? Where are tits on her?" So we put it on, right? She's got the best nipples of all. Anyway, so we got together, and I quickly realised, very quickly actually, that this is what I've been looking for my whole life. She's not got a mortgage. Come on! So, settled in there. We never had a quick engagement. We never had a long engagement. It was a very quick engagement. We got engaged. We got married. Like I said, my best mate, was ill at the time, and I wanted to. Actually, we were sitting in the house, and we had a conversation a few months ago where I said, I don't want to be somebody's boyfriend in my 40s, right? Because I think that's a bit fucking childhood referee, a wee bit pedo-y, right? Because there's nothing worse than being out at a dinner party, in the fucking pub, right? Check me. We're at a dinner party. There's nothing worse than being out. And they're like, oh, are you two married? They go like, no, we're just partners, just boyfriend, girlfriend. Like, you're 56, you fucking weirdo. Pull the fucking cord on it or fuck off. Buy the horse or send it out to pasture. I don't know why. There's not a lot that kind of upsets me in life, right? People who eat cold beans and people over 40 that are still boyfriend, girlfriend, that fucking creeps me out. So I says to her, when we first got together, I was like, I'm not going to be so, I'm just telling you, right? So see if marriage isn't on the cards for you, you need to tell me right now, because I'm going to have to marry myself or something, or the Doug, because I am not going to be somebody's boyfriend in my 40s. That's fucking creepy, man. And then we got together, and funny my mate wasn't well, and I wanted to have him at the wedding, and we kind of pushed things through, right? And I felt really bad because when she never had a proposal, right? It was very much just, I pure love you, by the way, and she loves me, and then we just got together, right? But there wasn't, I felt as if I cheated her out, because that's what women like, right? A marriage is not about two people together. A marriage is about giving the woman shite stories to trump her fucking pals with. That's it. That's it. Shut up. Obviously different if it's a lesbian wedding, but if it's a two heterosexual couples, she never got the engagement. Do you know what I mean? And I've been there. I've been out before with people, right? And you've heard them, you think, how did you get engaged? And they go, oh, well, I tell it, let me tell them. And then you go, see if a woman ever says, let me tell it, that's your sign to strap in for 20 to 35 minutes of utter fucking bullshit. And do not flinch, don't blink, don't touch your wife going, that's a fucking lot of shit. You just need to, just accept it as the Roald Dahl tale that it is. We were in St. Lucia, right? And Now, we've been together 7 years and got 3 kids together, and I did say to him if he didn't propose this year, I'd fucking leave him, take half his money, but I don't think that was the reason why I did propose. You know, he just finally realised after I went through his Facebook and funny messages, that lass I used to go to school with, she sucked him off when he was in Ibiza, and I says, I will stay with you, but you better fucking marry me, Franco, you fucking piece of shit. But this was completely unexpected. This is what I'm trying to say to you. I don't want you thinking I knew this was coming. Now, I had bought the ring and planned everything, but I didn't know that he was going to propose to me, even though I'd cleared the beach that day and says to the wee guy who sells the fucking beds for 20 quid, I was like, see if there's any black people in my photos, I'll go fucking mental. So clear that beach out, right? This is a white wedding, Pedro. Understand, there's 5 pesos. Now fuck off and clean that beach out. But what I'm trying to say is, I don't want you thinking I knew this was happening because I was completely taken aback by it all. So we're in St. Lucia's and we're walking down the beach, right? And I was like, this is just amazing, Franco. And Franco says to me, do you know what, Hen, this is amazing. You've gave me 3 absolute bastard wins that I can't control, and I love you to death. I've got 36 grand of credit card debt and I can't leave. I've tried to leave you, but you're so fucking mental and well known in the scheme that no other bird will touch me, so I'm stuck with you now. And what happened was he got down on one knee and I says, Franco, what are you doing? And he says, there's something I want to ask you, but first I need you to look out to the ocean. And I turned and I went, oh my God, Franco, this is unbelievable. Now remember, I never knew any of this was happening to us. And as I turned around, the waves came rushing in and I could hear flamenco music playing. I thought, fuck me, that's so beautiful. And then all of a sudden, hundreds of wee baby turtles washed up on the beach. And they all spelled out, will you marry me? And I thought, how has he done that with the turtles? And I said, yes, Franco, I will. And you're sitting there going, what's a lot of fucking shit? And they turn to you and go, how did you guys get engaged? I'm like, well, my mate was dying of cancer and she's 42, so what do you want? I mean, my back was against the wall at that point. And I never, I'll be honest, right? I didn't kind of, not that I didn't believe in love, I never kind of bought into that once you find the one, you just know, right? And I never believed in that until I found the one I wanted to spend my life with. And that's because I had fucking mental birds all the way up to that point, right? So I'd lost faith in humanity. I was starting at that point going, maybe a cock doesn't taste that bad, maybe I should give that a spin, right? I've never once had a barney with a guy over fucking eating red meat, right? That's never happened. No guys ever asked me to turn vegan just to hang about with them. Maybe I should just start firing up the arse. And then I found out you get guys that don't take it in the arse. I thought, that could be me. I'll be a giver. I just want you to think how mental the birds that I've had before that I was actually contemplating becoming gay for a fucking quiet life, right? Let's just let that sink in here. So if any of you are sitting going like, big man, my bird does my nut, and see, unless you've actually thought about getting fucked in the arse, then you're not in a bad situation. Also, that's how you get banned for therapy as well, when you open up with that fucking statement. I knew that I was going to marry her. She doesn't believe me. I don't think she believes me because it was so early on. But we went to Amsterdam together, right? And we got out our fucking dial. And that isn't when I knew I was going to marry her. It was one morning I came down and I was just sitting having a coffee outside the hotel, looking over one of the parks. And I just remember this kind of calming sense that I've never ever had in my life. I've either had somebody who I've had to look after. I've had a fucking psycho. We've all been there, boys, right? But fucking, you know, big tits. So you put up with the madness. And it's... I've never had calm in my life. I've never had calm. I've never had somebody who can look after themselves. I've never had somebody who doesn't need me. I've never had that. And now I've got it. And I've got somebody who is, and this is going to be gay as fuck, who is the other half of me. That's what I found. And I vividly remember sitting having that coffee going, if this is how I feel now, this is it. This is a woman I want to spend my life with. And then that night, we got our fucking nut and truffles, right? Now, we bought the truffles, and we took the truffles, and we sat in a bar, and we were going to just enjoy ourselves and then head up the road. And then Laura whited, right? And she went, I need to go to the... Have you been hypnotised in a past show or something? When he says white, you go, oi, oi! She disappeared. They were sitting in a nice bar, right? She disappeared to the toilet and left me sitting there. Now, I'm now sitting myself, and there's quite kind of well-to-do, middle-class looking people. And in my head, I'm going, do not freak out. Don't fucking let the truffles hit now when you're on your own. Please don't. So she's gone for what felt like an eternity, no realising that she's spewing her ring in there, half out or not, and then as she spewed her ring, has cleaned the whole fucking bathroom, worked her way down, going, have we had a new cleaner just cleaning the whole fucking back end of the pub? And I'm sitting there, and I remember just sitting, and I'm sitting at the table, and I was fine, and then talking in my head, going like, you're fine, big man, done truffles hundreds of times. This is fucking nothing. Yes, you got the whole thing once. Fuck it, doesn't matter. And then I just went, and try to jam the laughter back in, like grab. So I'm now just sitting at a table at the entrance to the bar, going, waiting for her to come back. And as she returned, she went, we need to go home. I was like, what? What do you mean home? We need to go home. I've waited. I need to get up the road. We need to get in a taxi. We're now in a taxi, heading back to the hotel, and I am out my fucking bin. There was a protest on in the street, right? Some Dutch protest about fucking wooden shoes or something. I don't know what they were protesting about, right? Price of tulips or Anne Frank. Somebody with Anne Frank. Jews, probably. The Jews, they're not happy with something, right? Fuck knows. But I now think that I'm being kidnapped. This is what's going through my head. I thought, and I swear to God this is true, I thought this was a set-up by her. I thought she had drugged me, pretend to drug herself, whitey, and then, because I have to tell the truth, because I'm out my nut and fucking truffles, she can ask me anything and I'll tell her, as if I'm hiding something for her. And the whole time, I'm at the back of the taxi, just looking at her eyes going, I haven't got any secrets. I haven't got any secrets. I tell you everything. She's like, what are you talking about? She went, I swear to God, Lord, I haven't got any secrets. There's nothing to tell you. I was freaking the fuck out, man. He kept going down the wee roads. I'm like, don't cut me up, man. What's happening here? Try to go back in the hotel. She takes more truffles to kind of catch up. But there's no catching up somebody that's on truffles, right? You're on your own race now. Nobody's ever taken a fucking gob full of truffles 2 years later. You take some and go, I'll catch up with you. No, you won't. Can you see lizards coming out the wall? No. Well, I'm in the fourth dimension. I'm long gone. I'll see you tomorrow. You're never catching me. At one point, I thought she was Cher. I never shut up. I never fucking stopped talking the whole time I was out my nut. She never spoke once. She just sat there herself, and I'm just talking away, going like, I think you look like Cher. Now you look like an Apache Indian. What the fuck's going on? The stuff that you think about when you're out your fucking nut. There was a cornicing, right, on the roof. And we were in the roof of the hotel, right? The full Anne Frank experience. We were in the roof of the hotel. And would you like the Anne Swank? The Anne Swank? Who's Anne Swank? That's the Israeli Anne Frank. They've got a fucking rip-off. The Wish, Anne Frank, Anne Swank. That's the porno remake, Anne Swank. She's fucking wanking off a couple of SS guys. Oh, she's not up there. No, we've done a further check. She's not in the loft now. I'm looking at the cornicing as it touches the wall, right? And there's a bit of intricate cornicing that's like, if you imagine a pig's tail. Can you imagine a pig's tail for me? So imagine a pig's tail, that kind of circular shape, right? Out my nut. And I mean, out my nut. We watched Dutch speed skating for 5 years. Out my fucking nut. 3 years in, I understood what was happening. I'm coaching the speed skaters. Skate! Skate! So I see this wee black bit, and I just says to my now wife, right? I went, see that bit of the roof up there? The dark bit of the roof? No light has ever touched that part of the roof. That part of the roof is eternal darkness. See, no matter what happens in life, that will always remain constantly dark. There could be somebody living in there. There could be a whole other universe inside that, and we'll never know. Because light never touches that part. See, in the morning, when we're walking about, and it's light outside, it'll still be dark in that bit of the roof in there. And she still married me after that. I kept saying to her, let's go outside, it'll be like a Disney film, we'll talk to squirrels, it'll be brilliant. And all she kept saying was, if you can put your jumper on, you can go outside. And I went like that to put my arm in, I went, nope, and then just put it back down again. And every half hour I tried to put my jumper on, I was like, nope, still not happening, okay. I actually thought when I was putting my jumper on, I was going into a black hole, and I thought I was going to be sucked off in another dimension. Nope, I'm going to stay here with Cher. Nope, let's leave that. The problem is we were not together very long. We've known each other for a number of years, but we've not been together long. So when you marry somebody who you maybe haven't been together for a long time, you start to learn things about your wife. But you're married now, so you're fucking gone nowhere, right? And I don't know if her walls are down, and she just thought, fuck him. He signed the paper, there's a ring on his finger, he's fucking gone nowhere. I'm going to show him my true self. And the true self is two things. One, no matter what I do, what I say, nothing is as funny to her as me in physical pain. If I hurt myself somehow, there's a whole other level of laughter that I never knew a woman could possess that is unlocked because I've caused myself pain. The second thing is she farts like a serial killer, and that is disturbing. There's no emotion in her face when she farts. None. She doesn't acknowledge it. She just farts mid-conversation and then continues on. Or you're sitting watching the telly, completely silent, rips a fart that sounds like she's farting into a bowl of soup. It's a bad fart as well. And doesn't acknowledge it. Does not acknowledge it. Even if you look at her and go, what, have you farted into a bowl of soup? Nothing. She just... Is there a bowl of fucking Heinz tomato soup under your arse? Nothing. Complete fucking cereal. Nothing. No, I'm not saying I wouldn't have married her. I'm just saying these are the kind of things. I've never done the online dating thing, but that should be in the bio. I've got a daughter, single mother, PE teacher, and I don't fucking show any emotion when I rip a fart. I've never heard a fart like that. And she's waxed as well. It's not an arse. It's not a hairy arse. It's a clean. You could eat your dinner off it. So it should be like. There's no. Because if you need to fart and you pull your bum cheeks apart, it doesn't make any sound. It's the vibrations of your arse hair that causes the different fluctuations. You know. That's why if you ever get hemorrhoids, have you ever got a pal who's got hemorrhoids and they fart? Oh, it sounds like an orchestra. It's beautiful. Just fart dust bouncing off the hemorrhoids going, oh, it's like Van Gogh. It's lovely. So we're going on holiday. And I'm looking forward to it. I am a bit nervous about going away on a family holiday because I know what's going to happen. Me and Wayne are going to have a great time, and I'm going to turn the mother against us, and then we'll fall out, and I'll come back to getting a bollocked for fucking 2 weeks because we've just annoyed her for 2 weeks in holiday, because that's all that seems to happen, you know. I've fully adopted the role of stepdad where I'm going, right, okay, you are in control of everything, and I'm just going to have a laugh and cause havoc. That's what I'm going to do. Holiday will be good, man. Holiday will be good. It will be different from when I used to go on holiday, like on the fucking lads' holiday. It'll not be the same. Right, I'm 40 next month, and I've got to accept that I'm getting older. Okay, so you can't do the fucking you can't do that anymore because you're old, right? And there's nothing better. See if I could go back. People are like, see if you could go back to 21 and party again. No, there's nothing better than day drinking. There's nothing better than it. Going out at 1 o'clock, being steaming by 6, home for match of the day and a blowjob. There's nothing better than that. I've trained the dog well. He knows. He knows when Lineker starts to wrap up, he comes round and just presents himself. What I'm trying to say is I don't think I'm going to come back with any wild holiday stories, right? I don't think I'm going to come back and have the stories that I used to have when I was young. You know, now because it's a family holiday, right? You're going to come back with, oh, you won't believe this. You know, we chips all day, and I went to the buffet in the morning and I said to the guy, can I get a fried egg? Now, you're only meant to get one, and he gave me 2 fried eggs, and what a fucking, the mad Greeks, fucking plate smashing cunts. So they are, what the fucking, that's what a rare time we had. 36 degrees, fucking brilliant. It's not a holiday when you're young, you know. We nearly get the gym on holiday. Tenerife. My pal was trying to take a shite off a balcony. Emphasis on the word trying, which was my defence to the police when they came in and kicked the door into the apartment, shouting and bawling in Spanish. I'm like, mate, whoa. English, you cunt. He's only trying to do a shite. Give him 5 minutes. Hanging his arse over the balcony. English people walking past, obviously. He's shouting, dumpy. I've never watched a grown man try and take a shite before. It's upsetting. To the point where I actually put a mirror on the back of the bathroom door so I could see myself, just to think, does my face look that strained? Because you don't know what your face looks like when you're doing a shite. You just get to do it, and then feed it into the bowl, drop it off. He nearly burst a blood vessel in his head trying to fucking squeeze this one out. Almost arrested. Somebody broke their jaw on holiday. That was a good laugh. Again, women involved, try to show off to birds. Tenerife again. Running down the fucking Bank of Malaga. It has a moat outside it, and he jumped into the moat because he thought, as young 18-year-olds do you know what will impress these birds? See if I get myself soaking wet and act like a clown. Maybe I'll get her soaking wet and she'll let me pump it later on. No. He jumped into the moat. It was 3 inches of water, and he broke his jaw, and they had to take him in the hospital. Brilliant. That, and we nearly get shot. We nearly get shot in Greece as well. They thought we were stealing a pedal. We weren't. There was 8 of us. We went down to the beach, and there was 8 girls that we had met, and we kind of paired off. And obviously, I had the fat one, so it was me and her. And listen, look. Again, if you could go back and tell your younger self, I would say do nothing different. This is a numbers game. Find somebody with low moral standards like yourself and fucking just rub your baddie fat together. It's fine, man, right? You've never made love until you've made love to a fat woman. It's great. You don't even know if you're inside. You just kind of mash your knee together and fuck that. Who cares? She doesn't care. Both of you are just thinking about getting a chippy after it anyway. Who gives a fuck? No fat woman has ever turned to a man after sex and went, was that good? We don't fucking care. We're like, why is the air fryer no on? That's all we care about. When did you come in me? About 8 minutes ago. Oh, why is the fucking air fryer no on then? Put 50 sausage rolls and a bag of McCain's chips in it, you cunt. I'm starving. I've burned 2 calories doing that there. Bernadette was her name. I'll never forget her. Bernadette. Took 14 Royal Navy servicemen to take her down. We all get pedalos, and the guy was like to me, you go out to the boy, okay? The boy, okay? I'm like, what boy? The boy, okay? The boy. I'm like, what boy? The boy, okay? The boy. The blue boy, blue boy, okay? No far, okay? No far, no pass boy. Who the fuck is this cunt talking about? I'm like, Bernadette, put that cornetto down, listen up to this cunt. This could be important. There's no tuck shop out in the water, so fucking listen up. Get me a tuna meal sandwich for me. Take that. Just get supplies for the boat. We ought to eat on this, Pedro. He says we can eat, Bernadette. We can eat on it. It's fine. Okay, blue boy. Okay, no go past boy. Okay, blue boy. I'm like, what the fuck is this cunt talking about a boy? What boy? Is there a boy in the water? What's happening? The beaches, when you go on holiday, it's all pirated, right? So they all own a bit of beach. I say own, they just turn up one day and go, this is my beach, okay? And the guy's like, okay. And then he moves further down, he's like, this is my beach. I'm like, okay. And then that's it. You're walking like going, oh, they're no my fucking sun loungers. That belongs to fucking Escobar. And you're like, what was your part of the beach? So he's got a bit of the water that you're not allowed to go past. And this is what he's trying to explain is in his broken English. Again, there was a time when you went to Greece and the Greek men just learned English through watching fucking Only Fools and Horses. That was all they knew. Okay, Del Boy. You're like, no, Del Boy, what the fuck are you talking about? And I remember he says to us, as we got in the water, now I thought, there's no way this pedalo's taking 42 stone, but it did. I don't understand physics, buoyancy, but that thing floated like a cunt. And he says, don't go too far. I went, there's not a chance that us two bastards are going far on this pedalo. And we set off. We set off. We're in international waters. There are no laws at this point. And I get parked with Bernadette, you know. She's got 102 3-dart average. It's one for the sports fans. That's one for the sports fans. Ben, she's 180. Say that one again. Okay, one more time. 180 Bernadette. Thank you, my child. If you had 180 Bernadette on your bingo cards, just go ahead and scratch that off. 180 Bernadette under I. 180 Bernadette under I. Scratch that off. We're off in the pedalo. We're chatting. We're talking away, right? She's talking me through her McDonald's order. Before I know it, we fucking blazed right past the boys. Before I knew it, she's like, 20 chicken nuggets. I get a McChicken and a Big Mac. I take the McChicken, I put it in the Big Mac. I call that a McHeart attack. I was like, keep talking, Bernadette. I'm nearly hard. We're almost there. What we'll do is, once we go out of sight, you hang off the back of the pedalo and I'll try and find some way to enter you. It might not be my cock, but I'll be inside you at some point. We'll use the seawater to try and attract sharks. We can have that for a dinner on the way back in. Now we're pedalling, right? Well, I say we. I'm pedalling. Her fucking trotter's just going round on the stick. You can tell on a pedalo who's actually pedaling and who's just letting it move their fucking cankles round and round. But I'm going, I can't accuse Bernadette of no pedaling here because I'm going to try and get my hole at the other end of this. So I'll bring it up once the way back. I'm trying to give her signals to go, I know you're no pedaling, you fucking cunt. And I fuck knows how you get these sandals on. I've never seen a sandal as packed like that in my life. Somebody's put 2 ham hocks into a pair of fucking Slazenger sliders. Her feet were that mashed together. Looked like she just had one nail painted. But a 107, a 3-dart average, that's a fucking, I mean, you don't know how hard that is. That's professional. We're pedaling, we're way past the boy. The boy doesn't exist as anymore. We're gone. And we were in a shite bit of Greece. We weren't in a good bit of Greece, right? Because it was a cheap holiday. Okay? There was a time in the late 90s when you would go into a travel agent and you would trust a travel agent to book you a holiday. But what happened was they would just go through the computer to see where there was a terror attack that month and then try and sell you that holiday. Right? That's it. You would go in thinking, right, our budget is £240 per person. We're looking for 2 weeks in the sun, somewhere nice, maybe a 4-star or above. What can you do for us? Like, what can we do for you? We can sort you out here at Barhead Travel, you nearest fucking bastards. Not a problem. Would you like a Tunnocks tea cake while you wait? Now, that's quite a niche in-joke about Scottish independence, because if you remember, Barhead Travel says we're no voting, and also Tunnocks as well, so elephants never forget. Okay, so she's sitting going through and she's like, do you fancy Tunisia? Do you fancy Tunisia? Well, like, Tunisia, how do I know Tunisia? And you're like, oh, is that the same Tunisia where all the British people get shot on the beach? That's the very one. That's sitting for £209. We can get you 2 weeks in the Tunisian killing fields. You're like, fuck it, that's not going to happen twice, is it? Let's go. There's nothing I enjoy more than a wee run along the beach on a fucking Tuesday morning getting shot at by infidels. Fuck it. So this shit bit of Greece is across from the shit bit of Turkey, right? And it's not the Turkey like sauce salad, my friend. It's not that Turkey. It's the fucking hello. It's that turkey. The bit of turkey they don't talk about. When people say, we're going to Turkey holiday. No, you know. You're going to the little fucking shit bit of Turkey. Eh? When they don't behead cunts in the street. Let's go to the real Turkey. See what happens. Get in there and ask for a doner kebab. They'll fucking cut your toes off. We're out in the pedalo. Fucking pedaling away, talking, chatting, chewing the fat, you know? I like to mix my curry sauce with my ketchup and mix it all together when I put my chips in it. That's fucking genius, Bernadette. That's fucking genius, buddy. Next minute, a black fucking SAS dinghy pulls up. 6 balaclava cunts with shotguns going, stop the pedal! I was like, whoa, 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 lads! What the fuck do you think's happening here? It says you're in Turkish waters. I was like, calm down, mate. This is a terrorist situation. I says, what do you think's happening here? Do you think somebody in the Scottish government went, we've had enough of this fucking nonsense. What we'll do is we'll send 2 morbidly obese cunts for schemes in a pedalo shaped like a fucking swan to attack off the coast of Greece. What the fuck are we going to do when we get there? She's already blazed through 12 cornettos getting this far. So I'm not going to have those kind of stories that I'm going to get to come back on holiday with. Hold on. It does sadden me that even though I've got a good sense of humour, the thing that makes my wife laugh the most is seeing me in physical pain. We were walking the dogs one night, and my dog, Murphy, tour manager, was wrapped round her leg. So well I can describe it. So if you imagine she's here, the dog's there, and the dog lead is going behind her legs. And I said, unclip him. And she did. And the recoil on the lead was something that I did not expect. But since that day, I have made sure the lead is permanently closed whenever it is. Because it recoiled. It shot about 3 meters. I'll never forget it. I saw it, the big metal buckle, I saw it fly towards me. I tried to turn and kind of take it into the thigh, and all I did was I caught it and it whipped round and it fucking caught me right in the tip of my dick. And without one word of a lie, I collapsed to the floor. I collapsed to the floor, holding my groin, and I shouted to my newly wife, I'm going to shit myself. I'm going to shit myself, and I'm laughing. I'm like, I'm going to shit myself. And I thought, I cannot shit myself in the scheme in front of my wife. And if any man in here has been hit in the dick, it's a level of pain that no woman can ever understand. And don't go, oh, you've never birthed a child. Shut the fuck up. Because I tell you something, no man has ever been hit in the dick and then had a fucking epidural put in his back. We go through that fucking pain. That fucking cow. You think, honestly, your body doesn't know how to react to a hit to the bollock because it's like, what fucking, just send it, any fluids, just empty the chamber, send it. And I looked round to try and find support because I thought she's going to be like, oh my God, my husband. She was also on the floor, rolling about in fucking laughter. Couldn't even stand up. It was like a fucking deer that had been shot. Her legs were all gone. And if you've been hitting the dick, it's horrible, man. I'm going home, like, taking my fucking drawers off. Just holding it in your hand. 2 fingers, just holding it. Like a fucking dead hamster. Just holding it there going, is it blue? Is it blue? Is it breathing? Blow on it, blow on it. It's only ever happened to me once before. That's how I get banned for JD Sports. I was in buying football boots. Football boots. I was a goalkeeper, but I still need football boots. And I went into JD, and I remember being there, and this is a long time ago, single man, right? And I was talking to this young lady who was serving us, and I says, I'm looking for them in a size 12. Size 12. And I had my foot up on the bench. Remember, I was standing in JD Sports like that going, have you got any Sambas in a size 12? And my friend, I say friend, I'll use that term loosely, he's no longer my friend, but at the time he was, he could see that I was chatting to this girl. And I was inside JD Sports, perfect climate, not too hot, not too cold. I had football shorts on and a top because we were going to go and play fives that very night. And if you are a gentleman in a perfectly climate-controlled room, what happens is your cock and balls hang at the perfect level. If a man's too cold, they'll retract. If they're too hot, they'll melt down your leg. But if it's the right temperature, they're sitting there in all its glory. And as I'm talking to her, going, yes, we're going to play five-a-side. You're a very fit, very active man. What? No, don't let the girth fool you. No, I'm very good over a short distance, you know. He's picked up a shoe off the rack, mid-conversation. All he did was smack my bollocks. That was it. And I felt both my plums just come round and knock off the back of my arse. In the middle of JD Sports on a Saturday afternoon, and again, I have collapsed to the floor. But instead of going straight down, I've went against the wall and took a whole fucking side of shoes down with me. As I have just been shot. Somebody's kind of went like, there he is, shot me in the back of the head, and I've taken a whole fucking rig of shoes out in JD Sports in Braehead. And my pals, being young men, 18-year-old, have just ran, as you do. Nobody's staying to help. They've ran. They've ran to the shop shouting, for fuck's sake, Gibbo! As they're gone, manager's hit the alarm because he thinks he's getting robbed, and the fucking shutters start to come down for the shop. I'm lying there, she's screaming because she thinks I have been shot and maybe there's an active shooter in the place. And I've just done a full evacuation. My body's like, send it! So we've only got piss, send the piss! Get the piss out! It could be a bear attack. Cover yourself in piss, send it! Rolling on the floor going, arr, 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 soaked in my own piss. I never knew the human body could store so much piss. I don't know if there's a reserve down your legs that just keeps 6 litres of piss just in case you're attacked. I'm lying on the floor going, this is how I die, this is how it ends. Drinking my own piss off the fucking floor like Bear Grylls for nourishment. They cleared the fucking shop. They cleared the shop. It was just me in there. They cleared everybody out, and then we had to explain what happened. She's like, it's okay. I thought it was a shooter, but it's not. His pal, right? Slow down, Louise. Tell me what happened. His pal hit me in the balls, and then he just started pissing. I've never seen so much piss. And it was like thick green. It was like slime. He's obviously very dehydrated. And he took a whole rack of shoes out. And then the smoke alarm went off and the shutters came down. And I just panicked at that point. And I'm still lying on the floor. Soaked in my own piss. And I'm going, there's only 2 ways to play this. I either get up and I confidently say, I can only apologise, my friends are very childish, and walk out that shop, never to return, or I can pretend to be a Mongo, and that is what I done. That's what I done. I went full Kaiser Sose, and I fucking went, I am a spastic, please help me. That's it. I went, they are my care workers, they've just been hired because I stabbed the last one, and I went full Mongo. I was like, help, please help. Done the wee walk, the horn, everything. Help, please. And the wee Mary Berry claw, everything. Ow! Ow! I've done the peen. Ow! Now I'm thinking the manager's just going to go, get a fucking spastic in the shop. But I've got the one fucking good manager. I've got the one good JD Sports manager. My conscience is like, let's get you cleaned up. Let's tell me, no, fuck off. No. Let me go. Let me go. the changing rooms. Took me into the changing rooms, right? I had to wait till he go and get the key. And I'm standing there with Louise. And she's like, I know you're not supposed to. Like, oh, I'm committed. We're too far in there, Louise, right? Don't fucking sell me out. You've got to admit, but that's a good spastic, Louise. It's a good one, yeah. Opened the changing room and he went, go in there, take your clothes off, and I'll give you some clothes to put on. Now, look at the size of me. I have not shopped in the high street since 2001. JD Sports do not care for the fuller figure. He gave me, and I'm not making this up, a grey Nike jogging tracksuit, size large. I have never been a large, ever. And I had to put this thing on. I'm packed into these fucking joggies. The hoodie only went to there, so the full fucking belly button's hanging out the bottom. And I'm looking at myself in the mirror going, I now look like a full spastic. I was only pretending to be a Mongo, and now somehow I've ended up cosplaying as a full Mongo. I still had hair then. It was all doing because the piss was all soaked in it. My hair was all stuck to my one side of my face like I was a fucking emo Mongo. I'm just coming out and changing it like, going like, I just want to go home. I just want to go home. You've been very kind. Thank you. Can I keep this tracksuit? Calm down. It's the only thing that makes her laugh. It's physical pain. Okay. It's been a tough year, man. It's been a tough year. And I just want to say that I will apologise to Ross as well, because I do use him as my emotional crutch. I've realised since I lost Mal, or we lost Mal, that I have very good people in my life, and I try now and keep them as close. I couldn't have got through everything that we've been through if it wasn't for my wife, and if it wasn't for Ross, because he was there for me. We done the last gig I did on the 20th of January. He was there with me because I needed him to get me through it, and then tonight I needed Ross to get me through as well. So without him, it would be a fucking brutal. And I've been very lucky in my life. I've only experienced loss that affected me. I obviously lost my grandparents. My grandpa was a cunt. He left no money, but my gran was an amazing woman, and I had a strong connection with my gran. And when I lost her, it was horrible, you know. She was a mental woman. She was crazy. We were out one day. You don't see when you're young, you don't know your grandparents are old, right? Because they're just your grandparents. You don't know what your parents are up to. You don't know they have a life. It's not until you get older yourself and you're like, oh fuck, there's bills needing paid, there's drama in the house, there's stuff happening, right? And I never ever thought I thought they would live forever. I never thought they were old people. And I was out there one day, and she fell. She fell in the street, and I've never laughed so much in my life, but she fell head first in the street, and I thought, fuck, that's her at the age now where she's fallen, right? And I remember going over, and I was like, Gran, it's all right. She's like, fucking get them back. Get them fucking back. I'm going, Gran, it's just, but people try to help. Fucking get them fucking back. And I'm going, she's embarrassed. She's embarrassed, she's fallen. She's at that age. She's maybe trying to accept herself. She's getting old. She's embarrassed. She wasn't embarrassed. She had seen a £20 note outside the butcher's. And she doesn't have the extremities anymore to snatch it. So she fucking threw herself on top of the £20 note. Like soldier, taking a grenade to the chest. And she's like, fucking get him back. Another one with the holiday connections. My gran almost died on holiday when I was young. We were in Blackpool, right, on holiday, because my family were fucking well-to-do, you know. My dad was there. My dad never came on holiday with us. And at this point, he was on this holiday. My brother and I are in a swimming pool. Now, I'm maybe 6. My brother's maybe 4.5, about to turn 5. We're children. What I'm trying to say is we're children, right? And my grandmother, who does not swim, has never swam in her life, suddenly decides, I want to go swimming with my grandchildren. A 72-year-old Glaswegian woman with Irish heritage, if she wants to go swimming, she's fucking gone swimming. Nobody's went, Agnes, you've never swam in 72 years. Maybe you shouldn't go in the pool. Fuck off! I want to swim with my grandchildren. Once in my life. But you don't know how to swim, you fucking tatty scone. I don't care. I want to go swimming. So my brother and I, 5 and 6, somebody should have stepped in. We thought we'll cover her in flotilla. Armbands, all up her legs. She's like the Michelin man walking in here. How can a 6-year-old understand buoyancy? After we put the 4th armband on, somebody should have went, that's too many armbands, I'm going to step in here. She came walking down the stairs. And I thought she would get to the last step and then just cast off. Because the swimming pool is like any pool you get in holiday. It goes shallow end, shallow end, shallow end. What the fuck happened? And it just disappears into the abyss. And she got down the last step and she cast off. She kind of pushed herself into the water. And maybe she thought she would just kind of float like a wee tug. And our grandchildren would swim like dolphins, just under her, jumping over. Oh, beautiful core memories. She cast off. She went about 3 feet, and then physics is kicked in. And she went arse over tit. Legs straight out of the water, perfectly still. Head and shoulders under the water. No panic in her. No panic at all. No frailing about. Just under the water, floating out in the middle. As if this is how it ends, Agnes. This is how it's meant to be. My great-grandmother was a witch. I knew I'd be drowned. This is it. Didn't they panic? Didn't they kick her legs? Fuck all. I'm 6! I'm trying to save her. I remember thinking if I could get her to the side, I could push her out. But I couldn't get a purchase on her. Her skin's like fucking rubber. I'm just mashing fat and tit in. I couldn't get a grab of her. I'm trying to scoop her up. It's like a fucking wet bin bag going through your fingers. And I'm shouting, for the love of God, my grandmother's drowning. Now, my dad is in the corner trying to chat up a couple of fucking single mothers, right? And I don't know what's happening. But again, some men are heroes. Some men run to danger. Some men run from it. Some men go and get a man to deal with the danger. Not my father. He's a hero. Runs to danger. He's standing in the corner, sees his mother drowning, just reacts instantly. Some people stand in the darkness, afraid to step into the light. Pushed her out, gets on the side, bit of CPR, water's pissing out. Everybody's cheering. My dad's in the corner fucking celebrating, right? Doing a victory dance, giving it all this. Fucking yes, come on. I'm thinking, you're milking this, Dad, right? We've not seen you for 3 years. You're milking this, okay? No, I never told you, my father's deaf. He's 90% deaf in both ears, wears hearing aids. And in the panic of trying to save my grandmother, he's forgot to take the hearing aids out before he's jumped in the water. And he's electrocuted himself as he's hit the water. He's standing in the corner getting a charge off. He's going, I'm getting fucking Radio 2 coming through here. What's happening? When we lost her, it was tough. I got a call once off my mum, and she went, we need to go over to your gran, something's not right. She went, I've not heard from her. Your grandpa's just called. He's been a bit strange. We need to go over. And as we were going over, my mum was like to me, look, you need to prepare yourself for something bad here because this doesn't feel right. And when we went in, my grandpa opened the door. I'll never forget it. And he says, come on in. And my mum says, where's Agnes? And he went, she's in the bathroom. And my mum says, how long has she been in the bathroom for? And he says, she's been in there since 10 o'clock, and this was 8 o'clock at night. I know. It's not looking good. What a fucking shite she must be doing in there. And I remember my mum just went into, no panic mode, but she just took over and she went, go in there, start doing CPR on your gran. I'm going to phone an ambulance. There's no need for us to panic. Just start doing CPR. The ambulance will be here. I'm going to take care of your grandpa. And I've never told anybody this before. I remember I walked in and my gran was on the bathroom floor and I sat down beside her and I was going to start doing CPR. And I've told Mum since about this. I told her when we went to the hospital that I was doing CPR until the paramedic came. I didn't do anything. I just sat with her. I remember holding her hand and she was stone cold and I knew she was dead. And I knew there was nothing that I could do for her. I also knew that she was in a lot of pain before it. She'd had a really bad stroke. She was struggling with coping with that. The nurse used to come round and she used to have a wee washing line with pegs on it. And she would make my granny take pegs on and off a washing line. And she'd be like, what the fuck is this for? So, well, it's to build up your small muscles, Agnes. And she used to do that with pegs and help her make soup. And then you would go round and you'd be like, Gran, there's a peg in my soup. What the fuck's happening here? This is mental. I remember the paramedics came in, they took her away in the ambulance, I went in the ambulance. It was 30 minutes to get to the hospital. The guy never stopped doing CPR. I'll never forget that. He never stopped doing CPR. The woman's fucking long dead, man. She's blue, she's a smurf, she's gone, right? And he never stopped, sweat was dripping off his nose. I will never forget, I remember sitting in the ambulance watching him, sweat was dripping off his nose because he was trying to do CPR. Got to the hospital. They were in 5 minutes, they came back, they told us that my gran had died. They then told me to come through to see her because she was being taken down to the morgue and I had to take all of her gold and all of her jewellery off. And even to this day, I think that was a bit fucked up, man. That was a bit much for a young boy to go and go, right, fucking grave robbing, here we go. There's people just walking past, Polish bringing guys in with stab wounds, and I'm like, that's all right, it's my granny, don't worry, that's mine. This is my inheritance. Could you do me a favour, going to suck in that finger? That ring's a bit tough there. She was an amazing woman, right? And I think the reason why I'm struggling now is because I feel as though my gran's book was written, if that makes sense. She was 78 when she went. She'd done her life. Her book was written, and it was closed, and it was over. And when we lost Mal at the start of the year, that book wasn't even half done yet. And that's why it's so hard. I can't thank you all enough for coming out today. I'm telling you now, I am in no position to do a tour. I can't think of anything that's funny because nothing seems very funny now. But we'll get back to it. I saw a thing when he passed and it says that the average life is 4,000 weeks. That's your average life, which equates to about 70 odd years. If that is true, 4,000 weeks is not a long time. And it's not a long time to be doing things you don't want to do or to be with people you don't want to be with. I constantly find myself saying to the wife, I wish we got together sooner. You can't wish for things in the past. You can only work on what's ahead of you. And if you are in a position where you're not happy, you've got to fucking change it, man. Because nobody will change it for you. I can honestly say I've never been happier than I am in my life right now, and it's really hard because I just wish I had my best pal to share it with. I wish he was here. I wish he was at my wedding. I saw what he had with his wife, with Maria. I never understood that love. They would fucking nag at each other. They would laugh. They would do everything together. I used to wind them up. Ross and I used to wind them up something awful. I'm just sitting there with the wife and I having 2 steaks. I'm like, you fucking poof, come and do something with the boys. And now I'm married to the love of my life, and I don't want to do anything apart from hang about with her. That's it, because the rest of these are all boring. Life is short. You don't know what's around the corner, and it's too short to be unhappy. Everybody deserves happiness. I thought for a long time that I was one of those people who was just going to be sad and didn't deserve happiness. It's fucking bullshit. Find something to make you happy. Enjoy your life as much as you can. I just fucking miss the cunt, man. I miss the laugh. I miss it all. I miss hanging about with him. So, well, we'll leave it there. Thank you for coming out. Let's hope that Scotland pump hungry and listen to the podcast. I'll speak to you all very soon. All right, take care of yourself. See you later. Cheers.